have seen so far is a famous idol who someone kills, and then we see his son in the world of Aqua Entertainment. He goes to find his mother's cathedral, and he is fond of his father, but to find them, he first has to know about his mother's whole journey, for which he becomes an actor. And here our second daughter Ruby is fulfilling her dream of becoming an idol. And then we are told the story of Tokyo Blade, according to which this story takes place above a walk where the strong fighters of the world fight for their beliefs and ambitions, but still none of them can win, and the 21 blades through which the fate of the world can be written are far away. It is located somewhere in the east, but this story actually starts when a person picks up a blade and then all the characters of Tokyo Blade are introduced on stage and people are told that Tokyo Blade is coming very soon. Then here we see Manga dies in Sayahi and he is crying in his arms from Tokyo. And here we see the acting of something Aqua and Akane being made in Tokyo and Sayahi. So we see that Arima gets the role of Ayuko in Shuri and Sakura gets the role of Monme. Then this Ruby goes to her mother's grave and tells her the whole story, how she promoted Bikomachi and then performed at a big festival and asked her mother's blessing to become an idol. Then this Aqua thinks Tokyo Blade is a popular manga which has sold more than 50 million copies, in which it tells about different fights taking place in Japan. And yet, the friendship and romance within it is of a very deep level. Where Arima is made a member of the Shinjuku cluster, there is also a hero inside the Jise cluster, and Akane and I belong from the Shibuya cluster who are opposing the hero. And then he tells the story.
Are you upset because of this? Because you don't get to do many scenes with Arima because I think you guys are a little too close and you guys come here from above.
There is nothing about acting. Arima is very dangerous over there, so I'm glad I got fewer scenes with her.
After all, why are you saying this? But anyway, it's a lot of fun to discuss acting with others, and I can always discuss it with anyone.
Keep me away from this thing because these things are done by people who love acting, and I don't love acting at all. Those who stand on stage love acting and take drama seriously. But I am acting here so that I can find Ai's killer, and for that I have to meet Daiichi, Lala Ai's manager Toshirao, because he has a lot to do with Ai's life. Then Aqua and Akane get ready to act again, and then we see Akane get into her character, then we see Miss. Everyone is doing their act, but Sumaki says, the actors are not so bad this time. Arima has a very good performing experience and the members of Lalai are also very reliable. But if I talk about IU, I was a little worried after seeing his performance in Wait today. But now, Aqua is performing on stage for the first time, but she is very clever and her acting from above is also good. So Toshiro says,
Masaya has done a great job as always.
It is incredibly entertaining to witness the performance battle between Arim and Akane. Both of them are geniuses and play their roles perfectly. Rosemake can happen and Arima can adapt to any situation. Akane Armesa is performing slightly better here, so I hope Arima remains determined and doesn't give up easily.
Don't hastily form an opinion because Taiki has yet to appear.
Adarwal is given to Arima as soon as Tanki comes. It seems as if she is living the Tokyo Blade, which makes her a little nervous, so that she asks him to show her full potential, and we see them both loosen their roles and start acting quite well, which everyone gets excited. But we see that they both start living completely in the fight scene. They forget that they are actually acting. Then she is shocked to see this, and we see that after a while, Tak calls Arima to eat, and then Arima, Taiki, and Ayu go to eat together. Then he thinks about eating.
Some time ago, Alima was working with everyone by operating and showing her own acting. There was no concern. I thought she didn't want to bring others' attention to herself, but the line I just drew was completely different. Was it his confidence and determination, or was it some kind of inspiration?
Tomorrow, says Tosher.
That Lala life is not progressing much. And that is why we have taken on your project, and we have accepted people from outside because we want our members to get a little stimulation, because all the members who are coming here, they don't like to lose at all. So seeing their acting, everyone will be excited to think about what they can finally do and how to compete with them, can do.
Then the third day of Tokyo Blade rehearsal starts here. Then Akali tells us,
Every stage play is rehearsed for a month first, and it takes 6 to 7 hours to rehearse. A lot of people are very busy here, so it is difficult to gather everyone, and the lead actors are so busy that he could not even attend the rehearsals. So in his place, some other actors help in the rehearsals of other people. But still, many actors who are fond of acting attend rehearsals in one way or another.
Then we see IQ and Taki are getting difficult to pronounce some words, and Arima is helping them. Then Arima asks them to read books. I can't read books that only have words in them. I just love watching videos. What does he say? I asked for Vibus. It's good to read, because at least there are pictures. I'm thinking of coming.
There are small ones here in rehearsals. Small groups are formed, the first of which is the main character group, the second is Lalalai's extra group members, and the third group is a lone group, in which my boyfriend is sitting completely alone, and from his wife it seems as if no one can go to him.
Aqua observes the story and sees Arima adjusting her performance based on her companions. So Aqua says, when Arima acts, she adjusts her performance according to her companions. Earlier, she did not get many jobs because she used to act very seriously, so she has decided to act according to the people around her so that she can be in the industry, could survive. So far, Arima has only been able to work with ordinary actors. Because of this, she has only done ordinary acting. But this is the first time that she is working with a lead actor. So if she can act according to him, then no one can beat her. Then that story, do you want to beat Arima? Because if you act like that, will you return? Then you will lose. Then Akane gets angry and she looks at Aqua just like a child and says,
You need to worry about yourself this time.
I don't want to compete with anyone because I know I can't beat people who are talented. Then let this story perform its act. But he didn't find satisfaction, and then he pondered.
I am not able to perform well in the stage play, and the reason for this is that I am not able to understand my character Sayahime because there are not many scenes in the manga, and her role is only described as Toki's fiancé, and in which all her plot is with Shuriken. Syrup Shuriken becomes important. Because of this, the character of Cyrene is not becoming very famous. It seems that boys only like girls who are expressive and cheerful.
Then you think about this story.
If one person gets fewer scenes, it's just you. Something will happen, and that's the case with Saime. I am not even able to analyze his personality, and my imagination power is also not being so good that I can know that character well. So Saime's role in the stage has been reduced even more. But it's different for me. He is a person who stuck his personality. Saya is an introverted and kind girl who doesn't like to kill anyone. But here, due to her role in the stage play being reduced, she has become a girl who starts the fight, due to which her character has become a crazy girl who likes to fight very much. What is required is an adapter on stage. When help is given, small changes are made. But scriptwriters use this excuse to change anything at will. I like this character very much, but the scriptwriter has changed it and the author has approved it. Because I can't do anything about it, I just have to perform this character now.
We see on the 5th day of the rehearsal of Tokyo Blade, his scriptwriter Goa comes there. Then Aqua says the scriptwriter has come here and the original author will also come here. It seems they want to meet us. Then they say,
What do you think of the script? It's a bit different from the original work, right?
You're right about me. As far as I'm concerned, it's not that different. This is much better than our previous work. Sweet Today was really useless, but if something is bothering you so much, why don't you go and ask?
I can't do that. The state director is the acting coach, so if I get more opinions, it'll only confuse me. And anyway, Mr. Toshiro, actors should not critique each other's performances.
Aqua then goes to the scriptwriter himself and talks to the scriptwriter and director related to Akane's problem. Then they both ask Akane about his problem. Then he says,
Through the script, I am not able to understand my character Sayahime.
Then I say Goa. In the stage play, she has started to like the fight more than manga, but I can't do anything more, because if we explain her story more, then we will need more time for her, and if we have to finish the stage play in 2 hours, then I have to keep everything simplified, otherwise the rest of the actors will not get the place according to their roles. And the audience doesn't understand much. I also like the original work a lot, but as a scriptwriter, it is my duty to change it according to the stage play. So if you are having any problem, I can adjust it a little bit. But we see that Shiro refuses to do this because if he ties the screen of Akane's character, if we increase the time, then it can cause problems in the entire show. And then we see that after a while, the author of Tokyo Blade comes there, and along with the author of Sweep Today also comes there, which Arima becomes very happy to see. Then she sees author Aqua and Arima and starts talking happily to them, and we see As Soon As I See You, he calls them. His reaction changes, and it happens because Ayu has done a very poor acting in Sweet Today, which makes the author very angry. Then these ears are taken from meeting the author, but we see that the author is a very introverted type, and then all the people perform their act in front of the author, which the stone becomes very happy and says,
Everyone is acting very well, so I feel that the stage play will be very successful. Everyone has really practiced a lot, so one thing I want to say is it possible that we can modify the script a little bit?
Hearing this, everyone gets excited, Tatsumaki says. So, what do you need to change? That is to say,
I want to change everything.
So guys, the episode ends with this. Now the link of